Hi, thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm Ghost Prime. We'll take a look at the 2-pack of Ghost Starscream versus Waspinator. This is a repaint set of Earthrise Starscream and I believe Kingdom Waspinator? I don't know. I didn't have the original one. So I honestly, I don't remember. But it's a repaint. It's actually, I think, the third repaint that we've had in this series. But this represents the episode of Season 1 in Beast Wars called Possession, where Starscream comes back and possesses the body of Waspinator. And it's a pretty good episode if you haven't seen it. It also ties together the continuity between Generation 1 and Beast Wars. So Beast Wars is technically G1. Like it or not, it is technically Generation 1.
Blasphemy.
This is a good set. My Ghost Starscream masterpiece broke, unfortunately. The arm popped right off. I like Ghost Starscream. I love Starscream, so this was a must for me. And this one's actually not so bad. Anyway, I'm going to try to make this video quick, so please like, subscribe, and all that. And without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here we have him in the box. There is a picture of Starscream and Waspinator with slashes on the back. It is, I guess it would say Starscream versus Waspinator. I'm not really sure what this says. And the bottom's nothing. Looks like a Beast Wars logo at the top. What we have on the back is a similar picture, but in alt mode. And this is the sleeve. There's no tape on this thing. Let's open up. Have a Beast Wars logo, Predacon, and this should be a Decepticon, you would think. Same with these right here. Open up this box. Again, no tape, and you get like this like. I wish these were the actual boxes, but there they are inside the box. This is a false sleeve. This could pull right out. There's on the bottom there. You can see alt mode. Same with the top. Change. And then it is reversible. In case you want to display it with it open, I guess. I have no idea. And inside here, we have the figures. Let me get these things out of the packages and check them out. Freed from their plastic prisons, here they are. These are new decos. Of course, this was clear, but it's a new deco for Waspinator as well. It's a third deco, I believe. This is the first time I've actually owned this figure. But I was going to sell this until I saw the sheen on it. Now, this plastic is sort of a metallic, with the metallic paint on it. And honestly, oh, wow, it looks nice. And I don't think I'm going to sell it now. This looks really good. I like this a lot, actually. I think this is really, really nice. And it can talk. Oh, that's cool. The detail on it, amazing. I love how the purple eyes show up and the purple wings. It's cool. I dig it. I dig it a lot. I don't have a place for it in my display, but I might just keep it like this and it's hidden somewhere. I think he's very cool. And then we have what I bought this set for is Ghost Starscream. I like Ghost Starscreams. I don't have all of the recent ones, but I've been real bummed that my Masterpiece's arm broke. So I'm glad to actually get this one. Now, at first glance, you can see a couple things that are weird here. One being these back fins or whatever are not clear plastic, and I don't know why. I think this is then made from the nylon piece, same sprue or whatever. That's why, which is kind of annoying. Same with the arms out here are not clear, but I think it looks really, really good. Now, we all know this is just the regular Earthrise mold, which this is my third Starscream of the Earthrise mold, which is kind of too many, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. So here's how they look. There's the regular color versus the Versus set one. So you could really see the differences here. Now this mold, or at least the hands, are of the Studio Series one, the one with the opening hands, not the ones from the regular Earthrise, but it does have the paint on the wing like the Earthrise one. And before we see the robot mode, this might be bugging you a little bit, right? It is red. Why is it red? Well, it's red because in the episode, they actually were red when they showed Starscream in the Beast Wars episode, Possession. They were red, so they made them red. But I'm glad they went with this coloration in robot mode because it looks would look silly, silly, silly with the head the way it was colored in that episode. It just wasn't colored correctly. Same with the feet and all that. So I'm glad they went with the standard coloration. But why? Why is he screaming? Now this would work on a black one because of the, Galvatron shooting him. And I think they should do that, as I said before in my Black Starscream review. I would love it. But this, ugh. Now, the head is cast in translucent plastic, which in itself is scary. And it's painted this sort of gray color. It's all clear. This is all, the red is all paint, all the gray is paint. This, I think, is also paint. Maybe not, if you see it through it. I don't know, maybe an orange plastic paint. The arms here it's a real weird decision to do that. I don't know why they did that. It bothered me in pictures. It might even bother you looking at this, but it's not so bad in person. Paint here. I believe these are all painted as well, and which tends to fade. There is the logo again. I think it looks excellent. It does. It's a little scary that it's all translucent because of these pieces right here. Maybe that's what he's screaming about, is that every time you move him, you might break him. Otherwise, I think it looks really, really good. And this being a stress point, I'm not going to transform this a whole bunch of times just because of that. I mean, you have these clips here and everything. I'm glad I have a new Ghost Starscream. I really like Ghost Starscreams. I'd admit, this looks pretty cool with the light under him, just illuminating him. Just looks really, really cool. And before we get into Waspinator, let's check him out. And before we get into Waspinator, let's check him out with... No. And before we get into Waspinator, let's check him out with the Earthrise version here. And I'd say he looks pretty good. The red on this is much deeper. Pops really well. How they look? They are the same figure. Because why not? There's a picture of the 3 versions of this figure I have. Too many. And now on to Waspinator's robot mode from this set. Again, the paintwork really shows and shines through, especially with that head sculpt. It looks amazing with that paint. It just really shines. Now you'll notice he has a Decepticon logo. If I could get the camera to focus on that. He has a Decepticon logo on his head. Now that is on either side, which is a callback to the original, which the original one actually had a very faint Decepticon logo in the episode. I mean, there was a Decepticon logo when he was possessed by Starscream. So this is the Waspinator as possessed by Starscream. Otherwise, it's pretty much just regular Waspinator with new paint. Again, the paint looks really nice. Really, really nice. Really gives it an extra layer of like a premium, I guess a premium look, not necessarily feel, but definitely a premium look to it. It doesn't look like, it looks more like a masterpiece with the paint rather than a mainline, which is really cool. And I'd love to see, I'd love to see these things painted up better. I really do. If you watch any of my older videos, I love seeing really nice paint on figures. Maybe I should be getting into customizing. But I mean, he is pretty much just Waspinator. I can't compare him to anything else as far as paintwork, because, you know, I don't have him. I'll just put a picture here of Waspinator so you can see the differences there. This one definitely has a really nice premium look to it, and I really dig it. And let's bring in Starscream here for a overall size comparison of the set. Overall, I think it's a really good set. It's a bit expensive, I think, but it's a very good set. If you're in for another Starscream, then this one's really cool if you like the Ghost Starscream, especially if you have the Masterpiece one. Like I said, my arm broke on my Masterpiece one. I have the Generation 1 Starscream Ghost. I don't have the other ones that came out recently, so I had to get this one. I think it's really cool. That's what I got the set for. And this guy was just sort of an extra treat. It is rather expensive because it is an in Japan import, so you'll be paying for that. So that I understand it might not be for everybody. For me, I just really wanted to not miss out on another Ghost Starscream, so I got this with the intention of selling this and recouping some of the costs. But I have decided to keep this because he's really nice. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.